Hey guys, Matt Straight Race Cards here. Happy Friday, and wow, it has been one of my favorite hobby weeks of the year. I got to start it by first talking with Rusty over at Rusty Vintage Cards. Go check his channel out, but we got to do a More Than a Collector podcast, and it is here on the channel or on Spotify if you want to check that out. And then yesterday, I got to saddle up and head west over to Mike's house, and we spent time eating some barbecue, and then we spent multiple hours sprawled out in his card room looking at the beast and his collection, and it was incredible. Just saw some amazing cards in his collection, and still picking my jaw up off the floor because of how amazing it was. And so I was so encouraged because, guys, this is what the hobby is all about. Mike and I spent, all kinds of time just talking cards and talking life, talking about why we think, 55 versus 56 Clemente is a better card. I think it's the 56, by the way, if you're wondering my opinion. But we just got to have fun talking cards and life. And that is what the hobby is all about. And so I just left super encouraged, even more excited about the hobby, more excited about the YouTube community, and just getting to connect with a brother like Mike. So thank you so much, Mike, for just investing your time during the middle of the day to, let a knucklehead like myself come, spend time with you. And Mike was so gracious to let me leave with some of his cards as well. So not only did we go to his house and see his collection, but we raided his collection, apparently. And just so grateful for him. And so it was awesome. So I'm excited to show you those pickups, and then made kind of an iconic piece that I'll be adding to my display in my room. So super excited about that, guys. And it has been so fun. I think what made me laugh the most was Mike was more excited, as I was going through his amazing cards, and we were talking as we were doing that. Mike knows that I was working on my Ranger set, and he was grabbed my Excel Google sheet and spent like 30-45 minutes going through his Rangers box to look through for Rangers cards for me. And just that's the person who Mike is, and just so grateful for him. So it was a blast, and can't wait to show you guys some of the stuff I picked up from him, and it is going to be awesome. So hope you guys enjoy. I'll show you some of that stuff and keep running the straight race. So thought I'd show you guys some of the things I left with at Mike's house. He was so gracious to give them to me. So thank you, Mike. I'm going to zoom that out a little bit so y'all can see this a little bit better. But first, Mike, let me borrow, not take, but I am going to give this back to him. This Relief book by Bryan Capel. And I've heard about this book from many people, so I am excited to read that. Just some awesome stuff about this Leaf set. And I have really only one of those cards, which is the Johnny Vandermeer, but I'm excited to learn more about that set. So very excited about that one. And then Mike also, this is like, you see this stack here? This is all just Rangers top stuff. So this is the stuff that Mike was going through and looking through all of his boxes to see if he had any, and he pulled out like 100 cards. So Mike skyrocketed my collection by like another, 5% of the entire thing. He's just actually way more than that. So anyway, so grateful for him on that. Excited to dig through some of those. You'll probably see a video of me sorting some stuff later. And then a couple other things. He asked me, how many K-Line autos do you have? And I showed him my Perez Great Steel, and he gave me this great idea to put this in a frame. And so I am going to work on that, frame that up, and put that in my office. And so that's a great way to display it, because I wasn't sure how to display it. So that was a great idea. So thank you, Mike, for that idea. And then he said, how many K-Line autos do you have? And he was like, well, just take one of these. And gave me another K-Line auto. So it's pretty cool. Baseball's all-time all-star teams from 84 TCMA. Beautiful K-Line. I chose it because he actually gave me the choice to choose a couple different ones, and just love the blue on blue. That's awesome. And then another one of those things, I noticed he had a Gehringer autograph, and told him, I love Gehringer's autograph. And he said, "Well, take it." And I said, "Mike, I can't do that." And he said, "Nope, I want you to have it." And so I ended up coming home with this Charlie Gehringer auto with the T204 Ramley background, and that is really cool. You can see the PSA cert on the back. But if you have any ideas on, what I can do with this as far as display or anything else, maybe this goes to PSA, I'm not sure, but open to ideas. And that is awesome, guys. So, and I actually picked up one more amazing thing from Mike, so I'm excited to show you that. I will show you that as well. But guys, this is just the generosity of a great guy. I know some people give Mike a hard time for just being blunt in his opinions or whatever, but I can't tell you how authentic and genuine and how amazing of a guy he is. And it's not because I got free stuff. It's really because he took time to invest in me and really, has gone out of his way even before I became a YouTube content creator to, spend time with me, take me to a card show, introduce me to people in the hobby. And I'm just so blown away. So that's my challenge to you, is find someone that you can invest in and encourage, just like Mike has with me. I know I try to do that on my channel and encourage other collectors and folks in the community, but it is a great reminder. So thank you, Mike, and keep running the straight race. Here we go, guys. This is what I am the most excited about. And I feel like I need to do like a Adams Vintage Sanctuary, like, oh baby, here we go. But guys, I went over to Mike's house and he wanted to give me a reason to come over. I'm gonna kind of zoom this out, and this is it. This awesome lithographed out of 1993, Nolan Ryan signed. You can see the signature right here. That is awesome. The artist signed it, but this just shows a rendition of all of the teams that Ryan has. I'll zoom in a little bit so y'all can see it better. This played for. You can see the Mets and the Angels and the Astros and the Rangers. Look at his face right here. This like yell. I love that, and I love just this entire amazing shot of Ryan. And I am so grateful because I don't own any Playing Days Ryan. So excited to add that into the collection. It is not up right now because I know myself, and I know that my wife will help me hang it a lot straighter than I would be able to myself. So it is a work in progress. It'll go up, and I will soon do a video on the new display in the office. But here's what we got. We've got my car display here. Another car display is gonna go here. And then I've got some running stuff here, Chariots of Firewall. And then right here, baby, that is where the Nolan Ryan is going to go. First thing that you can see when you walk into the office. So excited about that. Don't want to get a seizure here. I will end with the Ryan here, but guys, hope y'all enjoy this. Mike, thanks for the deal. Mike actually decided he's not keeping this money. I paid him for this, which was a steal of a deal, but he's giving this money for a mission trip that he's going on, and that is amazing. So that is another reason why I am grateful for Mike, grateful for my Texas Rangers, love to see this, and so excited to add this iconic piece to my display in my room. So go Rangers and keep running the straight race.
Hey Matt, what are you doing?
Hey, just having the time of my life sorting cards over here. This is awesome. Nothing better than just putting cards in the binder. It's the best. So, Catherine, how do I close out my videos?
Keep running the straight race.
That's right. Keep running the straight race, friends. Go Rangers.